Yeah, here we are at the 17 show with Jake Peterson, and Jake, it's good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks, it's great.
Glad to be here.
Wim Knell,
Hello, Joe.
who's visiting from another world.
Yeah, from the Netherlands.
Yeah, great. It's great to have you. Great to have you here. And I was just looking a little bit of as we were getting ready for this, and you were demonstrating this product. It's quite amazing, and it's going to be really helpful for we in the Ford Fleet and Commercial sales department to be able to tell our customers how to maximize their needs as they need heavy lifting capabilities within the transits. And this is beautiful. So take it away and tell me all about it, would you?
Okay. Well, Wim's going to demonstrate here. What we have is a hoist. This hoist is capable of lifting 550 pounds. We do have an option for 1,100 pounds.
Wow.
You can see just how easily it's going to operate here. It's very quiet. It's all electric. One of the beautiful features is the full travel that you can get. You can lift your object, bring it up to 4 feet out of the vehicle.
Wow, that's incredible. And it has a what's the capacity?
This one is 550 pounds.
Okay.
We do have one that will do 1,100.
Wow. That's incredible. And it looks like there's some extra structure to.
Correct. It is supported by a frame.
Uh-huh.
It's actually a universal frame, so
Okay.
it will fit high roof, mid roof, low roof transits. Doesn't matter the wheelbase. It's completely universal.
Wow.
It could transfer from one vehicle to another as needed.
Yeah. Oh, that's quite the program.
No maintenance, no service needed. It just works.
Yeah. And it's fascinating to me how the yellow part here comes out, but the cable inside the yellow frame enables.
It's all self-contained.
Yeah, it's like a telescoping.
And it automatically stops
Yeah.
when you fully extend or put the items into the
Right,
van. It doesn't overcrank. Just senses that the load is at its end.
Yeah, I love it. And there's so much heavy product out there, heavy product that I know our customers need to be able to get product in and out safely.
Right.
And this is what it's all about.
The response has been tremendous at the show here.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yesterday, all day, in and out, attendees.
And I see Wim has put it over to the side now, so he's got.
It can stow.
That's
correct.
excellent.
And you,
Right.
Yep.
Right. That's excellent.
yeah.
That's excellent. That's so good.
And really the only difference between the heavier capacity and this model here is the run speed. The winch is just a little slower. Instead
I see.
of 2 inches per second, it's 1 inch per second.
Okay.
So it's the exact same model, it's just not quite as quick.
I see. Well, very
But it would
good.
look identical to this one.
Very good. Very good. Thank you for that, Wim. That's
yeah.
great. What? But you've also got a ramp.
We do. The ramp is our second year at the show.
Okay. Right.
This model here is unique due to its high capacity.
Okay.
This is from the line of WM ramps from Italy. It can carry 3,300 pounds.
My word.
When properly installed. The best feature about the ramp is the external swivel.
Right.
Yeah, it doesn't act as a wall.
Right.
It allows the customer to reach in, as you can see here, grab their package.
Right. Right.
It doesn't become a barrier.
Right. Yeah.
And
yeah.
the
that's
flexibility it
excellent.
allows
Yeah.
is tremendous. There is an internal swivel option available as well. This one's not equipped, but
Okay.
you could swivel it in and store it alongside the wheel well.
Oh, I see.
And if the customer was only to need the ramp once a week, then it's more out of the way.
Still out of the way. Right.
But this is most common where if they're just grabbing packages or quick access.
Right. Right. Oh, that's excellent.
They're all spring assisted, very easy to operate. This ramp weighs about 250 pounds.
Well.
And it doesn't look like it, does
Right.
it? I mean,
No, it doesn't.
You can just do it all day.
Yeah. Oh, that's
You can
that's
see
great.
the stability. There's no
Right.
flex in
Right.
the ramp.
And it's got a 3,000 pound capacity.
3,300 pound capacity. It's the highest capacity
Yeah,
one we
that's
have.
great.
We have lower ranges. They start at 880, 1,300, 2,200. Most of the ramps are all aluminum. To get the higher capacity, this one is reinforced with steel.
Okay.
The rails are
Right.
steel. The decking is still aluminum. Though.
Right. Right.
This model has no mechanical moving parts.
Right.
There's no hydraulics. There's no electronics. There is a spring, and the spring does all the work.
Yeah. Isn't that great? Yeah.
The spring is self-contained in this cylinder.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't need maintenance.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Like the hoist, it just works.
Right.
It's very simple.
Right. Right. Yeah, I think maintenance free is probably as critical a
For the long term,
component
you
for
know,
the
the
long
customer
term.
is buying the van for many years.
Right.
And downtime does not do anybody any good.
No, no.
It would not be uncommon for this ramp to be installed in a new van and then reinstalled when that van is at the end of its life cycle.
Wow.
They really can outlive the
Yeah.
vehicle.
That's excellent. That's so good.
Now this ramp has been in the European market for 20 plus years,
Is that right?
so it's proven.
Proven, right?
All the kinks have worked out,
Yeah.
and we're glad to have it here. And
Yeah.
it's-
Oh,
in the couple of years
absolutely.
we've had it here in the United States, tremendous response from all across many different industries. We
Sure.
have them in both construction, manufacturing,
Sure.
plumbing, but the built-in industry for this was the floor cleaning industry. That was
Wow.
the reason for this product. You know, they have the big Zamboni
Sure.
auto scrubbing machines.
Right, right,
they
right.
drive them right into the van.
Ah.
And that's why the 3,000 pound capacity was needed.
I see.
They're carrying their water,
Yeah,
their
sure.
cleaning supplies.
Oh, yeah.
So we have a lot of Harley dealers using them, Ducati dealers.
Mm-hmm.
If it can work for a floor cleaning machine, it can work for anything.
And it's got a long reach, so the slope into the van
Right.
is really
Because really, when
manageable.
you're making the transition into the vehicle,
Yeah.
the potential to bottom out
Yeah.
is there.
Yeah.
So if you have a longer ramp, it's a gentle
Yeah,
grade,
yeah.
it's safer.
right.
This is actually one of the smaller ones. We
Well.
have the ability to have 137 inches long.
Oh my.
So this is about 90 inches, so
Wow.
considerably longer.
Yeah.
Width as well, you can have about double the width.
Well.
It's very flexible. You know, it can be made to accommodate whatever the customer's request
Oh,
or
that's
requirements
excellent.
are.
That's excellent. What else do you have here?
Well, I have a line of fenders here I'd like to show you.
Okay.
And these are of particular interest maybe to the Ford truck customers, not necessarily the vans.
Okay.
If your customer was to have a F550 with a flatbed on it,
Right.
they would use this fender.
Oh yeah.
And so this is made in the UK.
Oh my.
It's a polyethylene fender.
Right.
It's not going to corrode, obviously.
right,
But the flexibility of this fender is what makes it special.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people will see this and say that's flimsy.
Yeah.
No, that's strength.
That's good.
Because if it was firm, it'd fracture.
Yeah. Right.
You know,
Yeah.
this is going to be great for salt spreaders on
Right.
trucks.
Right.
You know, you have your big, expensive salt spreader bed. You're throwing salt up, and it just corrodes it.
Yeah. Right.
Well, these are very popular.
Oh, yeah, I
up
can
and
see
down
that.
the New England
Yeah,
area.
yeah.
Just to deal with the salt spray.
Sure.
And
Yeah.
this product we've been selling stateside 15 years.
Well.
The company is a family-owned company, just outside of Manchester, in England. Preston is where it's located.
Well.
And they've been making these fenders since 1967.
Wow.
Sold worldwide.
That's incredible. Those are good.
It's a high-quality product.
Those are
and we're
good.
happy to have it.
Yeah. Sure you
And
are.
it really complements the Ford line
Yeah.
on the pickups.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I
either
can see that.
single tire or dually, either way. So, yeah.
That's excellent.
We do have a couple other products
Sure.
here. We have a lock system. What's unique about this lock is the customer is not going to lose it. You know, traditionally you have the hockey puck style lock.
Right.
The customer takes the lock off, it can get lost, they set it on the
Right.
bumper.
Right. Right.
What's great about this one is it's a slam lock. The customer just slams it closed and it locks automatically.
Wow. I'll be dang.
Yeah. I think, yeah, turn the key.
Oh. Okay.
That's
okay.
all right. That's all right.
I'll learn.
Yeah, no, that's all right. We've got an emergency release and you can
Okay.
just slam or close.
Okay. I can see with the door. I mean, if
Yeah,
with the door,
yeah,
it would
full
slam
size,
without
yeah.
a question. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
Well, that's something.
You know, can't fix not losing the key.
Right.
They won't be losing their lock anymore.
Right. Right.
And
That's great.
it's unique to the market for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
And we have high hopes for it. The finish won't rust. It's
Yeah.
It's just not going to leave the streaks of rust that
Right.
you traditionally see
Right,
on the
right,
white
right.
vans.
Yeah.
It's corrosion resistant.
Yeah, yeah, and every van is white, of course.
Exactly. Exactly.
So it shows rust.
You know, the van is a reflection of your company. It's a reflection of yourself.
Right,
If you're
right.
showing up
Yeah,
with a
if you're
rusted
clean.
van, people might question
Big difference.
what other shortcuts you're taking.
Big difference.
Yes, exactly.
What else you got here, Jake?
We've got one other product here that I'll show you that's new.
Excuse me just a little bit here.
This is a line of power springs, and these are replacement springs for the rear of the vans to accommodate heavy loads.
Oh my.
So traditionally, the factory would supply the springs, and when the factory designs the springs, they are for the traditional application, not the maxed out payload.
Okay.
This is going to accommodate maxing out the van. You know, it's going to help the ride.
Sure.
It's a stiffer spring setup,
Right.
but it doesn't feel like you've put stiffer springs in.
Right.
It's only under the weight that you see the advantage.
Right. Sure.
So if it's an unloaded van, you're not sitting with a really stiff suspension.
Yeah. Good. That's excellent. Yeah.
It's an OEM fit and replacement. It's very slick install.
That's great.
But we have customers that are hauling heavy tanks, propane tanks, helium tanks, where the vans have sat right down on the
Bottomed out.
frame.
Yeah, bottomed out.
They're still driving a 250 or 350 Ford,
Right.
but they're maxing the payload capacity every time.
That's excellent. Yeah.
Another nice feature would be to keep the trailer hitch from traveling too far of a distance.
Sure.
So if they're also towing something.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's great. Well, I guess the other question here is, I'm leaving the show, and how do I get a hold of you?
Well, we have many videos on YouTube,
Okay. Good.
but you should give us a call.
Okay.
We're based out of Minnesota. We stock everything we sell. We have distributors and installers and upfitters nationwide.
Great.
Give us a call. Our number is 763-762-3451.
Okay.
Or you can find us online at nationalfleetproducts.com.
Excellent. That's great. All right. Well, we'll be in touch.
All right,
Thanks
Joe.
so mumuch, Jake.
Thanks for being
It's a
here.
real pleasure meeting you and learning more about this exciting line of products.
Yes.
You got a real broad cafeteria here of
A buffet of options.
buffet, and I love it. I love every one of them.
Great.
Yeah. So
Great.
thanks again.
Thank you.